Well, my first guest this week joins me in studio. Mr. Dean James, of course, is the CEO of IMGG. IMGG is the stock symbol. Good to see you again, Dean.
Good to see you too, Don.
What's the latest with the company since we last spoke?
Well, as I promised, I have a demonstration video that I brought with me to show your viewers. I want to preface this is a proof of concept demonstration. It's for demonstration use only. It's not for marketing or anything like that. You know, the FDA has not cleared our device for marketing or for diagnostic use. But I'm proud to bring this this demonstration video so my viewers can see 3D real time.
Okay, let's roll a piece of that right now. And while we're rolling that, why don't you tell us what we're looking at?
Well, what you're seeing right now is the gantries acquiring images. You can see the 2D window there. I just opened up the 3D engine, and right now it just updates the 3D construct every second, and it's continuing to update. As we've said in the past, we can do 3D real-time imaging. We're streaming the video through and getting a new 3D construct every second. It's being displayed here, and we'll pan over from one side or another. We wanted to make sure that we got the full prototype being displayed in one frame.
So if this was a real hand, if a person's hand, obviously you can't use a person's hand right now, but if you were using a real person's hand, this is the kind of images that we'd be seeing, complete bone structure. It's almost like it's in, well, it is in 3D.
Right, and this is a picture of a picture, being displayed on your screen here, and this is a hand phantom that we use. Now I'm manipulating the 3D construct in different axes. I'm off frame here, just manipulating the image here, trying to move it slowly. It can move really fast. You can move it in multiple axes, as we're still acquiring, and it's doing this all in 3D real time. As we're generating images, we can move it, slice through, fly through, do whatever manipulation we want. From a physician standpoint, you'd want to be able to manipulate the image. Again, we've pared down a lot of the software. This isn't the actual software that we would use for the device. We're showing you test software that we use for gantry control and for acquisition and for 3D development. And I think they're zooming in here, showing you the hand as it's rotating on different axes. It's
well, this would be an extremely useful tool, I would think, for physicians. I mean, he's basically looking at this in 3D. He can determine if there's a fracture or a break or whatever whatever it is he or she is looking for in that image. Well, absolutely.
It's giving you the ability to see in 3 dimensions in real time. You're constantly being updated. The 3D construct is being regenerated every second.
Every second.
Video's streaming in. It's creating a new image every second. And this 3D window here is a pared down, lower resolution of what we would normally offer. As soon as we get some traction with the FDA, then we can show the product in use.
Well, one of the things I found amazing was all the electronics that are in the tube that are going around in that circle, because we've not seen those electronics have been hidden by, I guess, the casing and that kind of thing. And there's actually quite a bit to this device.
Well, absolutely, and that's our development prototype. It's made to be sloppy and ugly, and it's meant to be blown up as many times as possible, so we can test the device, and perfect it. And again, the software that we're displaying there is development stuff. It's not the final product.
Now, of course, a lot of people that are following the company and have been following it for a couple of years are very interested in the various steps involved towards FDA approval, FDA submission. Is there any update on that?
Well, we're still, in phase 1. We're getting ready to meet with the FDA. It's taking some time because we want to perfect, our package, and then we're going to present the package in its entirety, and as well as developing the protocols for the image review. I think that's where we really got lost, in our previous review process, was how we wanted to have the protocols of what we're imaging and what's being reviewed with the comparison devices. So we're going to meet with them and have them review what it is that we want, interject what they want, and come to a decision process that says, okay, these are the protocols that we want to do our FDA review on, from the FDA. So when we present it to them, hopefully we're doing the job that that they expect us to do, and provide them with the imagery. Everything's decided of what's expected, and there's no ambiguity.
You're basically knowing now which questions you have to answer.
Right.
I think you had mentioned once on the show, maybe as much as a year ago, that you felt that one of the hiccups, I guess, in the process the first time around was with respect to the comparison devices. There wasn't really anything you could compare Dominion to side by side.
Well, absolutely. So we've actually picked 2 devices as a predicate comparative review. And, there's a disconnect. The FDA has gone through an evolution process and has changed since my 510K experience. And I felt we could get through, without having extra consultants on board. But, finally, I've decided, let's hire consultants. So we're up to 3 consultant groups right now. Yeah, I mean, a legal group, a technical writing group, and then also a new reviewing group that's going to review the compared imagery.
Well, you'd actually been through the process a number of times before successfully, so it was natural to think that you would go through it again. I mean, you were probably the most surprised guy in the room.
Well, absolutely, and unfortunately, this is just how it is. I mean, the FDA's evolved over time, and not to say that I'm still not the best person to be on the front lines on this, but when you've not been successful in this, what do? You get help, and you get whatever help you can get.
If people want to see the video again, you're going to post it online for them?
Well, we'll post the video of this interview on our website, so people can see that as well. But I want viewers to view your program.
Okay, well, super. I appreciate that. Once again, Imaging3 IMGG is the stock symbol. Dean, thanks for the video. It was really interesting.
No problem. I'd like to come by from time to time and maybe do some more videos for you.
Absolutely. We'd love to have it.
Great. Thanks.
Take care.